The ancient temple of Jerusalem is engulfed in flames. Flames and smoke rise into the sky, and the people leave their fallen city and are taken to Babylon. This was the moment when God judged the sins of Israel. At that time, by the Kebar River, there was a young priest. His name was Ezekiel, prophet who proclaimed the word of God. He saw the glory of God and was called to deliver Israel's future. Ezekiel saw a vision. The heavens opened, and mysterious living creatures full of eyes appeared. They shone like fire and moved with wheels, revealing God's holy presence and power. The eyes within the wheels are believed to symbolize that God sees everything. Ezekiel recorded the words he received from God. These words were messages of judgment, restoration, and a new covenant. God explained why Israel was destroyed. They abandoned God and followed idols, keeping only the outward form of worship, while their hearts strayed. But God did not give up. He gave the people a new heart and a new spirit. This was a promise of complete transformation and restoration. God took Ezekiel to a valley full of dry bones. Can these bones live? When Ezekiel prophesied, the bones moved, gained strength, were covered with flesh, and received breath until they became a living army. This showed that God would restore and strengthen his people. It was a comfort to the Israelites, whose spirits had become like dry bones in exile. The powerless people became God's restored army. It is a prophecy of great revival through his spirit. Ezekiel saw a vision of water flowing from beneath the threshold of the temple. The water rose from ankle-deep to knee-deep, then waist-deep, and eventually became too deep to cross. This symbolized the river of life, the grace and spirit of God flowing over the whole earth. The water rose above the head, overwhelming in its abundance. In chapter 47 it says, "This water flows toward the eastern region and goes down into the Arabah, where it enters the sea. When it empties into the sea, the water there becomes fresh. Where the river flows, every living creature that swarms will live, and there will be many fish, because this water flows there and makes the salt water fresh. So where the river flows, everything will live. Dry bones, water from the temple, dead trees brought to life, lifeless seas filled with fish. These visions were God's promises to the people of Israel. God who replaced hearts of stone with new hearts and breathed life into what seemed dead. This prophecy is also a promise of new life and restoration for us. Through these visions, Ezekiel revealed God's message of judgment, restoration, and the new covenant to Israel. You.